Hello, everyone. My name is John Miles. I'm the SGA coordinator for this year's spring 2022 elections. Welcome to the SGA spring election information session. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at jmiles@depaul.edu. First off, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for taking an interest in DePaul Student Government Association. We're the official voice of students at DePaul. As SGA representatives, we are here to serve as advocates for our peers and represent students' interests when working with administration and the broader DePaul community. The current positions that are open to run for this year's election are all of them. They're broken up into 4 general categories. We have our executive positions. These includes the president and vice president, treasurer, executive vice president for academic affairs, executive vice president for diversity and equity, executive vice president for student affairs, and the executive vice president of operations. In SGA, we call them EVPs for short. These individuals will be in charge of leading a committee with senators underneath them, helping them develop their ideas, their initiatives, and working with faculty and staff, faculty at DePaul. Additionally, the executive positions create the cabinet, which have an additional meeting once a week to plan the SGA meeting and check in on initiatives, similar to an executive board and other organizations. Second, we have our year senators. There is a senator for every year, the senator for second-year students, third-year students, fourth and fifth-year students, and senator for graduate students collectively. The senator for first-year students is a fall-only position, as next year's freshmen will not be on campus. To run for an SGA senator position, you must be within that year of school. So if you're going to be a second-year student, you will run for the second-year student position. If you're currently a third-year student, you will run for the fourth and fifth-year position next year. We have our college senators. Similar to the SGA senators for years, you have to be in that college. Only majors count, so if you have a minor, that will not qualify you. If you are double majoring, either major will qualify. We have College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, College of Science and Health, College of Computing and Digital Media, College of Communications, Drios College of Business, School of Music, College of Education, College of Law and Theater. Additionally, we have some other SGA positions who are equally as important, but these are the ones that represent identities and groups and are individual aspects of campus. We have a senator for veteran students, senator for transfer students, senator for mission and ministry, senator for sustainability, senator for community students, senator for first generation students, senator for intercultural awareness. There are 2 seats available. Senator for LGBTQ students, senator for community and government relations, senator for international students, and the community engagement coordinator. For some of these positions, namely the senator for veteran students, they have to be registered within the university, so they have to be registered with the Veterans Office. To be a SGA member, there are some eligibility requirements. First, a candidate must be currently enrolled DePaul student with a minimum GPA of 2.5. Enrollment for a part-time or a full-time student will qualify you to serve in SGA. All eligible candidates must be in compliance with the University Code of Student Conduct throughout the entire year. All candidates running for senator positions must be enrolled in a major for that college. All senators must be a member of their position's population. If you're running for the senator for commuter students, you must be a commuter student. And then all candidates are only eligible to run for one SGA office. So if you're going between two positions or you're not sure which one would be best, feel free to contact me and we can work through where you would fit best or where your platform and your initiatives and your goals line up with the position. How to get your name on the ballot. You need 25 signatures and anyone with a DePaul student ID can sign your signature. So their way the petitions work is it is all online. Once you complete the candidate application form, you will get a individualized candidate petition link. and you will send that to friends, classmates. They will sign in through DHub, sign the form, and then once you collect 25 signatures, your name will be on the ballot. As a note, you will need 50 signatures if you're running for either president or vice president. A quick timeline of how the SGA elections break down. So between the 5th and the 10th is the marketing period. The 5th is when the first information session is, and when the majority of marketing will take place. Followed by that, the 11th through the 27th is the material phase. During this phase, you have to complete your SGA application, candidate application materials, as well as collect your 25 signatures, or 50 if you're running for vice president or vice president. Once you have that, your name will be on the ballot. Congratulations. And the elections will take place between the 2nd and the 5th of May. And for some reason, if there needs to be a runoff election in the event of a tie, that will happen the 9th, 10th, and 11th. Quick breakdown of that. So a quick save the date. Feel free to take a picture of this. This is one of the more important slides. So the first information session is going to take place April 5th on a Tuesday at 6 p.m. 1 week later on the 12th at 6 p.m. will be the second, followed by a week later. The third info session will be on Tuesday at 6 p.m. The final date to submit your application materials is April 27th at 5 p.m. So please make sure you get all of that information to me as soon as possible. If you have any questions or wonder where your signature count is, feel free to email me and I will give you an updated count. Additionally, once you hit 25 signatures or 50 if you are running for president or vice president, you will be automatically sent an email saying, congratulations, your name is appearing on the ballot. Meet the Candidates will take place Thursday, April 28th at 5 p.m. And then the election, as stated earlier, will take place May 2nd through May 5th. Dates and times are subject to change. Finally, some campaigning highlights. So any campaign material that you are going to post, whether that be on social media, printed out as a flyer, if it's a story, an actual post on Facebook, anything that you're going to post in regards to the SGA elections needs to be pre-approved. So please send me all of your campaign materials with your campaign materials and then last name. The reason that they need to be approved is that the EOB has, the Elections and Operations Board has bylaws and the university posting policy. So no campaign material should be slanderous or libelous. So you should not be attacking another candidate or the greater DePaul community. Endorsements, you are able to get an endorsement from either another candidate, a student organization, but it must be consensual and it must be mutual. So you and another candidate both want to endorse each other. You can endorse each other, you can repost your materials, you can say you're endorsing each other through a post or a joint campaign flyer. Same way with student organizations, if you're part of a fraternity, a sorority, a club on campus, you're able to ask them for their approval, get them to say they're going to sponsor, endorse you, they can post you, you can post them. But if you just post saying that you are sponsored by a certain club or on campus, that will not fly. And if there are any issues, please let me know. All other election rules are in the candidate information packet. So some general important information. The candidate information packet includes an overview on how to run, the open positions, etc. It's found under surveys and forms. The spring 2022 candidate application is on DHub, and then the SGA elections petition will be available after you have submitted your candidate application. The election site on DHub will be updated periodically to have all of the information on candidates that will appear on the ballot. So once your name will appear on the ballot, and once you've collected your certain amount of signatures, check back periodically to see if your information is updated. that information, the information that will appear on there is all the information that will be submitted on your candidate application. Just the events are going to be under such as candidate information sessions and meet the candidates are going to be on the DHub page under events. And then the Constitution and bylaws are found under files. This is the QR code to the candidate application form, so feel free to stop, pause. We've all used these at restaurants, so I'm not going to have to explain how to use that. So a quick rundown on how to run for SGA. So in SGA 101, in regards to campaign materials, how to create campaign materials, you can use Photoshop, Canva, Poster My Wall, PowerPoint to create a graphic saying who you are, why you want to run. What are campaign materials? Anything that are flyers, videos, photos, even a statement or an announcement saying your candidacy. And then what to include on these campaign materials, possibly your involvement in SGA, in the greater DePaul community or in the community as a whole. The issues you are running on, what are your goals if you are elected? And then why should people want to vote for you over another candidate? What accolades, awards, what makes you the candidate? For the issues you're running on, pick 3 issues. They can be the same information parroted or pared down from the candidate application form. So some quick ideas on how to make the flyers or what they should look like. These are flyers I used when I ran and was elected to be the Senator for 4th and 5th year students. This is my name, a photo of myself, the position I was running for, and then one man struggle to make DePaul a better place. I'm not sure if anybody here is a Ferris Bueller's Day Off fan, but this flyer is a reference to that. So this was the first page, and then if you would have swiped over on Instagram, it had my platform. I had 4 issues that I was running on as a candidate, making up my platform. They were the same things from my candidate application, and then questions, feel free to reach out. Also, I had some more fun memes posted during election week to make sure I get people to vote. Variety is important in candidate materials. So not voting for Johnny Milas. I'm once again asking you to vote for Johnny Milas, Senator for 4th and 5th year students. Just some fun things to get people engaged in the community. Additionally, you don't have to make candidate materials. Candidate materials are wholly up to you, but we have EOB in the past was asked to give some examples so people know what they were running, what they look like and what they were running for. The best way I can explain it outside of these examples is to Google, Senate materials, presidential materials, and then pare them down accordingly. And then getting the word out. How do I tell people that I'm running? Well, post on social media. Obviously, the biggest thing we use daily. So have a friend repost it, have people that endorse you repost it. Tell people in classes, text in your group chats, put up flyers on campus as long as they're approved by OSI. Any way you believe is best to get the word out. These are some just general best practices. And then most importantly, good luck to all. Thank you so much. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions.